Hello, my name is Josiah Rea. I'm going to show you some Microsoft photo editing tools that are totally free. And to begin with, I'm going to start with Paint. So we're going to click on the Start button and type in Paint. And there it is, the very top of our results. And we'll just open up an image real quick. So I've got a recent image. This is my headshot that I've created. And it's quite large, so we'll zoom out a little bit. And you can do a few cool things inside of Paint that are pretty quick. We can do a marquee select and crop it. So let's say we need to crop this to a slightly smaller size. And say crop, and it will crop the whole canvas and the image to that size. And you can rotate it or resize it and put text onto the image if you want to. That's really about it. Paint really isn't designed for recoloring images or anything like that. If you try to, you're really not going to get very good results. However, there is another program called GIMP that has been around for a long time, used to be pretty much exclusive to the Linux world, but it's really coming into its own, and it's available on Windows, totally free, open source, and it's got some really powerful tools in it. In fact, I think you can do almost everything you can do in Photoshop inside of GIMP. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you next. So here we'll close out of Paint. We don't want to save that. And we'll fire up GIMP. And here inside of GIMP, I'm going to open up the same image. And it very kindly contains it for me so I don't have to scale out or zoom out like I did inside of Paint. Now here we can apply some filters or do some color correction. So let's color correct, say, the curves, or the levels, excuse me. Crush the blacks a little bit, and it will automatically give you a live preview. We'll bring the whites up, kind of increase the contrast there. We can adjust the saturation of the image. So we'll desaturate that just a little bit. And we can also create multiple layers here and play with compositing modes, which is something that you definitely cannot do inside of Paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer. And I just want this to be filled with transparency. Let's say OK. I'm going to grab the paintbrush here, and we can select our color. And it's got the foreground and background colors just like Photoshop does. And I'll just select a red. Say OK. And I'm going to, with this selected, make my brush size quite a bit bigger. You can see it's very small right now. So let's make that quite a bit bigger. And I'm just going to do that with the image. And that looks pretty horrible right now, but what we can do with the layer selected underneath the transfer mode, I'm going to go to overlay. And it basically repaints the image underneath. And this is a very cool way to begin recoloring eyes or shirt colors and things like that. I hope you've enjoyed this video on Microsoft photo editing tools. My name is Josiah Rea.